Lesson 1. Enable the Developer tab. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how in Excel 2007 you can get access to all of the Visual Basic tools and how to adjust macro security so that way you're able to do macros. Well, as you know, in Excel 2007, Microsoft redesigned the interface. They moved a lot of things around to various tabs on the ribbon, and in certain cases, they removed items from the ribbon. Well, with our Visual Basic tools, there are a few tools here on the right side of the View tab. You can record a new macro, control relative references, and also view a list of macros, but this is far from the complete list. Microsoft took most of the macro tools and moved them to a new tab called the Developer tab. Unfortunately, this tab is not turned on by default. It's easy enough to get it back, and once you turn it on, it'll be on for you all the time. To start, we're going to go to the menu formerly known as File, the Office icon in the top left-hand corner, and then in the lower right-hand corner of the File menu, choose Excel Options. Excel options are now grouped into 9 categories along the left-hand side, but what we need is right here on the very first category. It's the third checkbox called Show Developer tab in the ribbon. Click OK. You now have a brand new tab called Developer. What do we have on this tab? The first icon will get us into the Visual Basic Editor. The second icon, the Macros icon, will get us a list of all of the macros. That's like pressing Alt F8. We have tools to record a macro, use relative references, and also macro security. We'll visit that in a minute. Finally, in the next group, we have the form controls and the ActiveX controls. Now, in the old version of Excel, this was 2 different toolbars. You would have gotten there by using View Toolbars Forms or View Toolbars ActiveX control box. One of the other things you're going to have to do if you want to record macros is to change the default security setting. To do this, click on Macro Security in the Developer tab, and you'll see that there are now 4 options. Now, there were 4 options before that used to be called low, medium, high, and very high. They've changed those words, and in my mind, they've made them a bit more confusing. If you want to use the equivalent of medium, which is what Microsoft recommends, then we want to go to the second option. It's called Disable all macros with notification. Now, when you open a workbook that has macros, you will be able to enable the macros by choosing an item in the info bar. If you left it with Disable all macros without notification, the macros would be disabled and you would have no way to enable them. The method that they don't recommend, and this is equivalent to low in Excel 2003, was to enable all macros. In this case, you're not even alerted when a macro is there, and there's a chance that you're going to open an Excel file from someone which has a malicious virus. So disable all macros with notification is the method that I recommend. Click OK. If you're going to be doing a lot of macros, another option that you might want to look at is how you save files. You know, if we go to File, Save As, there's now 4 different file types. The Excel workbook is the XLSX file extension, and then the XLSM is a macro-enabled workbook. Now, both of these use the new XML method for saving the file. The difference is the XLSX cannot have macros, and the XLSM can have macros. You see here in the icon, they give you the little exclamation point, like they're trying to scare people away. Oh no, this file might have macros. But frankly, if you're going to be doing macros all the time, it might be best just to choose that method for saving your files. To change the type of file that you use all the time, we want to open the Office button, go into Excel Options, and then choose the Save category. Save files in this format. You have a choice between the XLSX and XLSM. And again, if you're going to be doing macros all the time, it's best just to set that to XLSM. That way, all of the Excel files that you create have the ability to have macros added to them. If you have an XLSX file, you're not going to be able to record a macro unless you save it as XLSM. So this is just a great way to make sure that you can always add a macro to any workbook that you have. Well, that's just a quick first step to make sure that you're able to run macros and to see all of the tools in the Developer tab. In the next lesson, we'll take a look at how to record your first macro. I hope you found that helpful, and thanks for watching.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than live lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.